here. Or maybe here. Trying to do Zoom and Instagram Live same time. Hi, Casey. Cool, I got you on Insta. Hi, everyone. Let's just give it maybe a minute or two, see if anyone else is going to jump on. Welcome. We're going to talk about power, because this came up in a lot of my private calls that I had this week, and it was inspiring to me. It was like I was reminding myself as I was sharing it, and I figured it would be worth sharing with everybody, or those that are interested. Hi, everyone. Oh, here's Kiri. So if you can, find a comfortable seat. We're just going to start with a couple breaths. Hi, everyone. Oh, I have somebody saying they want to join. Okay, cool. You guys there? Yay. Sweet. Okay, hi. So let's take a couple breaths. As I was like thinking, what do I want to share today? I was like, oh man, this could be like a fucking 5-hour thing. But I'm gonna keep this to 20 minutes. That's my intention. So at 20 minutes, we'll stop for questions. So just take a moment and take a big breath in. Or receive a big breath in. And exhale. Maybe place your hands on your body for a moment. Close your eyes if you can, unless you're driving. Keep them open for God's sake. Good morning, everyone. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and in these few breaths, we're just going to notice how this brings us back to a present place, and if we are in a present place, we are connected to our power. So just notice how that soothes the nervous system and calms ourselves down. It kind of pulls ourselves into one place in time. One more breath. Maybe even tuning into the rhythm of your body, like if you can feel your actual heartbeat within you. For me, that's a real quick and easy reminder of the intelligence and power that's always moving through me, which is always moving through all things that are alive, right? Okay, keep your eyes closed if you'd like, or however you'd like to listen today. So I was speaking with a couple private clients this week, and specifically, there's lots going on in the world where if we go down a rabbit hole or feel triggered or feel powerless by circumstances outside of us, it's a very visceral experience actually to feel like we are losing our power. We are becoming disempowered. And that something outside of us has more power over us. That this thing is causing me to hemorrhage or to feel depleted. And in recognizing that, and also spending a couple days going down a rabbit hole myself, I realized, okay, this can't happen. One, because I want to live in my power, and this is what I teach people, so I'm not going to let myself do this again. And recognizing that doesn't really seem like the outside world is going to become less chaotic or more encouraging of us to go inward to find our wisdom and our power. So I got to stop waiting for the outside world to encourage me to do that and just figure out how to do it myself. So what I want to start with is the fact that we are all energetic, powerful beings. We actually need power. Everything we do, Carolyn would say, is about power. The clothes we wear, the way I have my hair, what I do for my career, the way I walk, the way I talk, everything is an exchange of power. And if we do not feel powerful from within, meaning I don't actually feel a sense of self or a sense of sovereignty inside of my form, in my body, mind, spirit, heart, all those places, then I have to receive power somehow. And if it's not from there, the only next thing and the only other way I could get it is to grasp outside of me and get it from someone else or something else. And that's kind of how we're encouraged to find it from the get-go. We come out and we're immediately trying to get the love and attention from our parents. We're trying to get the approval of our teachers and our peers. And in that, we're kind of conditioned and taught that power comes from out here. And it's not until we have like a mini life crisis usually or some sort of breakthrough where we accomplished all those things or followed all the things people said, and then we got there and we're like, I still don't feel like the way that I thought I'd feel when I got there. And then we go, maybe I'm doing things wrong, or I'm doing things backwards, or things are kind of flipped. So what I hope to give you in this mini lesson is how we can start to release the need, like the desperation, because need and desire are really great and we should all own those, but a desperation, because I will die without it, for the outside world to give us some sort of power. And how can we actually start to generate that from the inside? So feeling the rhythm and the heartbeat inside of you, I just want you to like ponder the fact that there is an intelligent force, there's an animating power that's moving through you. It's moving through all of us. It's moving through all living things, blades of grass, flowers, the sun, my dog, me. There's something that's waking me up in the morning, that's beating my heart right now without me thinking about it, that's helping produce thoughts, that's working my organs in my body. There's an intelligent power, that's a force, that's a power inside of us. And that power, I see it as, and this is yoga philosophy, it comes from the same generative source. There's people coming in the Zoom room. And the whole practice of yoga is to overcome the fluctuations of the mind so that we can actually reconnect to this source from within us. So that we can actually find reunion of like, where is that power that's moving through my body? Where is that coming from? Is it just random? Or is all the power moving through all beings coming from the same source? The answer is yes, it's coming from the same source. It's called God, it's called intelligence, universe, life, whatever you want to call it. This massive, like Megan Watterson would call it, the big unsayable love that we all come from and we'll go back to. It's constantly moving through us in our life. We've just forgotten that. We've forgotten to tap back into it so that it can be everlasting. We've forgotten to tap back into it so it can be unadulterated. We've forgotten to tap back into it. We haven't been shown how to tap back into it until we get curious about our lives. We've been told, if I get the money and the boyfriend and the job and the things outside of me, or if I'm perceived as right or righteous, then I'm winning and I'm powerful. And we all know that that shit ain't working now. It doesn't matter which side you're on. None of us are right. We're all perceived as wrong. So I did actually take some notes. So I didn't just go on complete tangents here, although I would like to. So at our core, we are eternal, blissful, and everlasting. Like we are literally ever expanding beings at the deepest part of who we are, beyond my stories, beyond the fluctuations of my mind, beyond my bank account, beyond my identities, beyond my hair color, beyond all the things. There is an essential force inside of us that's actually the same as everyone else on the planet, which is incredible. Meaning that the deeper I go into myself, the closer I can become to you. If I have not gone to that depth, I'm actually going to miss my chance at connecting deeply with someone else because there's so much shit that stands in the way of that connection. When we connect there, we're able to tap into a well, literally a well of power. If we are trying to source our power from the outside, through money, through approval, through attention, through accomplishment, and we aren't generating it from the inside, we're actually going to end up feeling depleted, overwhelmed, not good enough, not liked enough, not loved enough, like we don't belong. Has anyone ever felt this? I know I felt that hugely. So knowing that we have to have power in order to live, it's just a matter of where am I sourcing it from? And am I consciously making the choice to source it internally first so that I can start to engage with the outside world from an empowered place instead of a desperate, disempowered place? Is that different? Does it make sense? Of if I choose to fill my day, some part of my day, at least every single day, with tapping into my own well through honestly any practice. We can figure out what that looks like for you, but meditation, time in nature, reflection, body work, working out, eating well, silence, dance, embodiment, self-touch, self-care, genuine connection with others, anything that reminds me and fills my internal world first. And I'm tapping into that incredible power that's moving through me that I've just forgotten. If I'm actually spending time in relationship to that, I'm starting to become more powerful from within. And the more I do that, the less I actually need the outside world to give me anything. The less I need the outside world to think I'm right. The less I need people to approve of my stance. The less I need people to like my Instagram posts. The more depleted I am internally, the more I need people to do those things. The more I need my boyfriend to give me extra attention, the more I need people to like my stance on Instagram, the more I need people to sign up for my courses, the more, right? So we're getting it. We have to have power. So I'm either pushing and possibly manipulating my life to get it outside of me, or I'm making the sovereign choice to tap in and create it from within. Make sense? I got people on Zoom. That makes sense? Okay, cool. So, starting to think about what ways do you personally tap into that well inside of you? And maybe this is like your first time where you even thought like, oh shit, I could slow down and tap into that. A lot of, I have ladies from my heart space community on here, and I know a lot of you already do this. So great, let's do it more. Let's remember, especially right now, when there could be a draw outside of us to give our power away, that means go in deeper. If I can feel myself hemorrhaging my energy or a need for someone else to like or approve or celebrate, it's usually a call to go deeper within. That's how I see it. If I feel like I'm losing it, I gotta go back in, which is not necessarily the funnest thing to do, but man, it is super rewarding once we do. Second piece is energetic currency. Carolyn Mace would say, we literally imagine that we wake up every day and we have like $100 worth of energetic currency. We choose how we spend that throughout the day. And we also have to be aware of what money or like what currency we're using unconsciously to fuel old stories, trauma, wounds, beliefs, relationships, all these things that maybe aren't in alignment with who we are now, but we have a fear of letting them go, or we don't know who we'd be without those stories. So this is honestly what trauma healing does, is we recognize like, man, am I really spending $25 a day, every day, without even realizing I'm doing it, to fuel this past belief of myself or this past story? And I'm letting it run. She would call this woundology, where we're stuck in the wound and we haven't moved into a safe place where we can be heard, where we can be honored, where we can be held so that we can actually heal it and finally let it go. It's not to negate any of this, but are there areas of our life that we're holding on to that are hemorrhaging our energy in the here and now, our power in the here and now, like a past time. Is this making sense? So if there's you could look at this as, if there is somewhere in my life where I am judging someone else, I'm holding resentment, I have not forgiven, I do not understand, I can't have compassion for anyone or anything, that's me spending my $100 on these different categories of things that I don't approve of, I don't like, I don't understand, when I could choose to no longer align with that and pull my energy back from those situations. Does that make sense? And when I do that, I've regained my $25, and now I have $75 here instead of $3 here, and all of my energy stuck in the past or in the future anxieties too. We'll shove it there. $25 towards the vaccines, got $25 towards Afghanistan, I got $25 towards my Instagram, I'm done. I got nothing here because I've literally just given it all away. So half of this is recognizing, where am I losing my energy or where am I spending my energy? And is that worth it? Because any energy I'm giving away to another time zone, past or future, means the energy I do not have here. And energy I do not have here is power I don't have here. And power I don't have here, it means I cannot be the channel for love, grace, compassion that I actually came here to be. So I'm actually doing a disservice, one for myself, but for the whole fucking planet, by keeping these leaks, these energy hemorrhages in other time zones instead of collecting myself, choosing to collect myself to be in the here and now. Does that make sense? I wrote, the more you're spending on the past or the future, the less we have in the here and now. The less we have here, the more diluted we are when we live our life. If I'm living diluted, then I cannot hear myself. I cannot hear my truth. I cannot identify who I am. My power is hard to feel. I cannot hear my intuition, and I'm hard to trust. If I'm living elsewhere and spending my power on all of these things outside of me, I literally cannot hear my own voice. I cannot hear direction. I cannot hear guidance. I cannot hear intuition. I cannot hear what to do next. I cannot hear my creativity. I can't. If I collect myself, I become more dense, more integral, and I can hear myself clearly. I don't need anyone else to approve of my intuition. They can't confirm it anyway. That's a total lie. No one could even do that. I have to be able to own that. I'm able to pull my esteem together and be self-esteemed if I'm in one spot. So healing our trauma is letting go of those things in the past that have happened, and also in that kind of releases the things in the anxiety of the future. And when we do that, we call our spirit back into one place at one time, integrate into a whole being, and we live presently, becoming sovereign, whole, and integral. From this place, we have full access to our power. We have autonomy over our life, our choices, our emotions, our passions. We become a channel for what we actually are, a channel for that power to move through us clearly, because I'm not scattered. There's not a disrupted path for the grace to go through. I'm just in one place. I think I'm missing some. Okay, cool. Yay. Glad you guys are getting it. I'm almost done here. When we're present, we become beacons. We're able to hear the divine and the universe talk through us. Does that make sense? I think my heart space ladies are hearing it. Okay, cool. Unadulterated creativity flows through us, and we're actually able to be of service, not serving our own agenda, but serving life itself. Truth, love. And in this service, we're actually rejuvenated through doing for others, or through being a part of this. And we become more healthy, more vibrant, more alive. If I'm not in one place and I'm trying to overdo outside of me because I need them to approve of me, that's very different. That leads to depletion, overwhelm. But if I'm in one place at one time and I'm being directed from within to love and to serve, that is a rejuvenative practice. That's what we're meant to be doing. It brings life and vitality to every cell of our body because we're acting in alignment. We're living in our dharma, our purpose, to love and serve each other. But because I can feel life guiding me from the inside. So, okay, the next part I wrote was the closer we become to our own souls through our daily practice and self-sourcing, which is silence, meditation, embodiment, time in nature, reflection, actually going to therapy if you haven't done that, really releasing the shit that you're holding on to that is not helpful for you anymore. No one does that for you. The best therapist doesn't even let go of your own shit for you, right? No coach does that. All we're doing is cheerleading you along, and eventually you have to let it go. You have to choose that this isn't worth me investing my precious life energy in. So these things, there's an element of, can I tap in more through practices I can add in, daily devotion or sadhana, and at the same time, what practices can I let go of that I might accidentally be doing, whether that's holding on to resentment, not forgiving someone, criticizing someone, eating too much sugar, distracting myself on my phone, watching too much Netflix, sleeping in way too late, not going to sleep early enough, eating food that makes me distracted, hang out with people that are negative and gossiping. Can I let those go And can I add in the good things? It's equal parts, right? It's not just overloading a bunch of great shit and never letting go of the things that are losing your energy. It's you do both at the same time and things just expedite. I think that might be all I want to say. Another piece of this is that when we choose to do this and we start to engage with life from a full place, because we've made the choice to nourish our inner world, the relationships we have after that become more nourishing as well. Because my need for that person, that client, that my boyfriend, like whatever it is, my desperate need for them to be something for me in order for me to feel full is gone. I'm engaging from a full place. And from a full place, the relationship itself is able to up-level. Where there's an integral, two autonomous, integral beings coming together for upliftment. Not one vampire coming in to suck energy from another. So, and so much of that is happening right now. And even if you wouldn't say that you're a woo-woo or intuitive person, all beings are intuitive. All of us are energetic. All of us are powerful. It's just the way it fucking works. We can feel if someone has an agenda that isn't true when they come to us. They ask us for a favor or they want to engage. We can feel the icky. We can always feel the icky. I don't care how non-woo-woo you are. You can fucking feel that. You can feel when someone's lying to you. You can feel if there's a sneaky aspect. Even if the person that does it or is a little bit depleted and coming towards us for something and they don't even know it's unconscious, we still feel it. People also feel that from us. So if I am not full and I come to someone for something and I haven't spoken that I'm coming to get something from them, they feel it and they aren't willing. I hope that they wouldn't be willing to just dump out their energy towards me, right? It's absolutely important if we want to have conscious, any kind of relationships, any relating, that we self-source or self-regulate. Regulate first would be calm the nervous system, and then source would be fill our cup with things that bring us back to a place of joy and illumination from the inside, because we do have access to that. And then be able to engage with our life outside of us. It literally changes everything. All relationships up level, and the ones that don't want to up level will then go away, and that's okay, because there'll be a whole set of people who want to engage with you from the new quantum leap that you've just decided, like, I'm not going to sit in this circle and gossip anymore. I would like to be here to uplift, right? Let me see if there's anything else I wrote here. Nothing outside of us has more power than we do. If we believe it does, we've fallen into the fear of propaganda in some way. True power is the choice to call ourselves back. Regardless of where you stand on current issues, if we feel that something outside of us has more power than us or is depleting our energy, we have fallen into the fear. It is not true. And it is our personal responsibility to call ourselves back, realign, and then engage with the world again, knowing that nothing outside of us can take that. True power comes from within us. End of story. And the conscious choice to not engage with the fear, regardless of what it is, regardless of whether we think we're right. If it's pulling our energy away from the center, it is fear. Love does not do that. Love radiates from within. Fear pulls us away. And we have to be the ones to notice when that's happening and then call ourselves back. Because nobody's just going to stop you and be like, oh, you look like you're a little outside of yourself. No, we got to come back and anchor into what's true for us. So please maybe get clear again. It's always fun to look at the way in which we fill our internal cup. And up-level those practices. It doesn't mean you have to have 5 hours every day to do these practices. It could be done in a moment to come back to your center. Where am I other than here? It's my favorite thing to ask myself. Where am I other than here? Take a breath and just call myself back. Feel my feet on the ground. Connect. And then, where am I losing my energy? Where am I funding outside of me with my energetic currency? And can I let that go? And if I can't let it go, what do I need to do in order to course correct that, heal that, process that, integrate that? Who do I need to support me? Do I need to hire a therapist? Is it time to work for a coach? Do I need to go into like, what do I need to support really healing those energy leaks so that I can be an integral being, so that I can actually be a beacon for what I came here to do? Every single human is a complete channel for grace if we choose to let go of the leaks, not feed into the fear anymore, and truly, truly align with love, which is where our personal agenda doesn't fucking matter. We realize, man, I'm here in service to love, and I need to let all this shit go so that I can actually rise to what I've been called here to do. And if you're on this call, then I believe you've been called to do that. If you're anywhere, I believe you've been called to do that. But especially if you're listening to me blabber about this, then I'm in full service to us being able to clear out our own bullshit and pain and like tiny baby preferences so that we can actually be in service to something bigger. So that we can be the ones to uplift and stop what's happening in the world right now, to even heal it. Not just stop it, but heal it. And it happens with us, right? We are tiny specks inside of the massive picture. And the closer we become to ourselves, the more we understand everything. The closer we become to nature, the more intimate we become to nature, the more we understand the cosmos. It's just how it works. It's just odd, but that's how it works. The closer I get to myself, the further down I go inside of my own soul, the closer I get to you. The more superficial I live, the further away I am from you. Our stories are different, our traumas are different, our past is different, our lineages are different. So many things that can keep us separate. But going within, further down, means closer to each other, means closer to God or universe or whatever. It means access to more true, authentic power. What can you do to fill that tank? And what do you need to let go of to stop depleting it? As you stop depleting it and you fill up, you're going to need less from the outside world. And everything is going to uplift from there. Okay, that's all I have. Does anyone have a question? I love your butt. Oh, thank you. Thanks, India, for being on. Let me look through this. Casey. Anyone on Zoom have a question they want to ask about power? I got a couple more minutes here before my next call. On Instagram, too. Hey, Abby. Okay. Ladies, good? Thank you for being here. I love you dearly. Love you, love you. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your day. Source from within. You fucking got this. Please, God, source from within. Love you.